Hey guys, our guys here, and today we have a confirmation that Final Boss King is coming. Netmarble released a sneak peek of Final Boss King, and he should be coming this next Tuesday, dropping along with Escanor. That's when he should be. He should drop along Escanor. They released a video here. I'm gonna play the video, and I'm gonna let y'all watch it. Okay, that was the video released for Final Boss King. I'll be honest, that video is hype. I am actually really hyped for this fight. He is a speed attribute. He's a speed attribute character, so green health characters are going to be the best for this fight. So when they do release him alongside with Escanor, Escanor is going to be really good for this fight. That is not a coincidence. They are dropping along with Escanor because it's going to make people summon even more for Escanor, so they can get Escanor to be able to do the Final Boss King. Because not everyone's going to have the characters leveled up and ready to do this fight. Ultimate gauge reduction skills are recommended because his ult during the second phase, his ult will one shot. Guaranteed, it will one shot your team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It will guaranteed one shot you. Final Boss King does get stronger the more his ultimate gauge is filled up, so you do want to keep that down as low as possible. It's another reason to bring someone like Merlin or Elaine so you can keep that ult gauge down. Of course, you'll not be able to use King in this fight at all. Not a single King hero will be able to be used. They're releasing Hard, Extreme, and Hell. For Hard, it's recommended 100,000 CC, 130k CC for Extreme, and 150k CC for Hell. But for Hell, he takes reduced damage from counters and ultimate moves. So that kind of sucks for someone like Counter Meliodas, who would be viable for these two, but he's not going to be really that good for Hell. And of course, there's this releasing this full costume set. You have the eye patch, the weapon, and then the suit. You get the grind. They're releasing coins with the Final Boss King, where you have to grind the Final Boss King battle over and over again, collect those coins, and then you spend those coins to get different items like this full costume or the different items in this reward exchange list here. Anvils, awakening stones, limit breaking materials, and then stars, awakening for the awakening stars. Of course, you get SSR chests as well. They are also releasing a point system like Guild Boss, to where someone like you use Jericho, you get like 2 million damage done, you get a certain number of points, and it's all ranked in this point ranked system. And depending on where you are, you get these rewards plus down. So if you're in the top 5%, you get these two plus everything below it. That is all the news we have. I am going to move over and show you some viable teams. Let's open up some viable teams for this. Okay, so the first team you can ring is a team that's ranked like this. This is not good for trying to get that point reward system. This is just a team that you can use to get it done, or you could use it for farming it. Like here you have Green Merlin, Green Elaine, Red Gother, and then you have Red Ellie in the back, Red SR Ellie. Green, these two are really good because they take down the ult gauge and they can do some damage. Green Merlin can do some damage to him. Red Gother is there to rank up your cards, of course. I don't know if he can be attack sealed, but if he can, that's also good. And of course, Red Ellie is the best sub-slot you could bring for this because she heals every single turn 10% health. She's the best sub-slot you have for this fight. A second team you can bring, this isn't viable for Hell, but for Hard and Extreme, you can bring Red Gother, Green Counter Melee, Green Merlin, and then of course Red Ellie in the back. She takes out an ult gauge. He can hit hard with his Hellblaze, plus his counter is going to hit really hard on Hard and Extreme when he's lower health. And of course Red Gother's there for the same thing as the last time. Then here you have another auto farming team. Except replace Gustav. Replace Gustav with Escanor. For Escanor here, you have Green Bond, you have Red Gother, and you have Red Ellie in the back. This is a really good team for farming. This is like, I think this would be one of the best teams for farming. Except that you can't take down his ult gauge. But, yeah, it's just, you can't take down his ult gauge. That's the only problem with this team. This is the team I'm probably gonna run. Yeah, this is the team I'm probably gonna run here. You're gonna have Green Jericho, Green Merlin, Red Gother, and Red Ellie in the back. This team is gonna do really good, really well for this fight because she's gonna hit hard regardless. But she's also she's gonna be type advantage, so she can hit even harder against him. Of course, she's there for ult gauge, for rank up, and then for healing. Now, for the point system, because you want to get as many points as possible, this is the team I recommend. You're going to want to bring Red Gother, Green Jericho, Green Gustav. You don't really want to bring Red Merlin because Red Merlin's weak to him. Green Gustav has a type advantage over Red Merlin, which is why I recommend him. And then Red Ellie in the back for healing, because there's two different phases to this fight. There's the first normal king phase, and then there's the final boss king phase. These are the teams I recommend. Of course, for your point system, this team I'm going to bring is a team that's viable. This is a team that's good for autoing. Just remember, replace Escanor here. This team is good for hard and extreme, not for Hell, because Hell reduces damage from counters and ultimate gauges. And of course, this is a good team overall as well because you're taking on an ult gauge and stopping from getting that extra damage, extra defense, and from one-shotting you. But let's move on to his moves. Okay guys, here we have his moves. Here's his phase 1 skills. Fight with fire. Target all enemies deal that much damage. It's an AoE. And we have second skill, Fossilization. That's just his normal Petrify skill. And of course his ultimate is Sunflower for the first phase. His second phase, he has Chastityful, Poison Garden, and of course ultimate Sunflower. The thing about the skill on Chastityful in phase 2 is if he gets his level 3, it's instant death. He does normally, I think it's extreme to hell with Chastityful level 3 if he gets it off. I think it's 50,000 for the first hit and 50,000 for the second hit. That one-shots even the highest stats in the game of Escanor whenever he's maxed. That is a guaranteed one-shot to every single unit if he gets that level 3 off. Plus, if he gets the crit damage, it's even worse. Poison and Garden, it applies Ruin per debuff stack on you. Oh, sorry, per debuff stack on him. Sorry about that. And of course, it removes all debuffs on him. His ultimate Sunflower does the same thing except that it does 3 times as much damage. And also, it does apply crushing with the same thing. His passives. His first passive is for phase 1 and 2 passives. Take 1 more action, total of 4, 2 from King, 1 from each minion. Third passive is you refresh debuffs on his turn, so if you apply freeze on your turn, it just gets taken away on his turn. Third passive, immune to stun, petrification, and freeze. The thing is that if they're doing the point system, they could take away that freeze, so you could freeze him and do the most damage. That's why I recommended Gustav for it. For that team recommended, if they do go the same thing where he's immune to freeze, the best thing from there would be to replace Gustav with the Green Helram so you get those buffs. And also Green Helram is also, he can apply poison as well with one of his moves, so if you can't get that Jericho blue card off, where she does a multi slashes and applies bleed, you have that second option of doing applying poison, so you can do Jericho's crit and extra damage with her second move. That's why he's also a viable option, plus he buffs your team. He's a good replacement for Gustav if they take away the freeze option. Now that is Final Boss King. He should be dropping this next Tuesday along with Escanor. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a good one. If you liked the video, leave a like down below, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.